call it keeping it 100. Keeping it real is about being true. The statistics about black life. We know in healthcare, we know in employment, we know in housing, we know that white folks are at the top and black folks are at the bottom. And there's a lot of intersectionality to that, but the one thing that connects all of that is the subject of race, is the subject of black lives. And so one of the things that I'm appreciative about this movement is that I really feel like a lot of folks that work woke are woke now. And they see what's really going on. But most importantly, they're here to amplify their voice and to keep it real about the conditions that impact the kids that we serve, I serve, out in East Side. The other piece about hip-hop that I think is super important is keeping it G. Keeping it G means keeping it gangster. Okay? So keeping it real is about being true to your experience. Keeping it gangster is about being true to your essence. And one of the most important things that I love about black kids is that we don't apologize about anything. Yeah! Black kids are blunt, their voices are powerful, they're creative, and they're effective. And they're doing incredible work in this city that oftentimes does not get publicized. And I want you to know, after the protest is over, when all of this dies down, do not get it twisted. The people that are going to have the most to pay is going to be the black community. We don't get to check out of this work. It is part of our work. We were born in this work, and this work never leaves us. But I'm committed to not just building a society that honors black lives now, and we may not ever get there this side. But I'm committed to building a world that I may never be a part of. I'm committed to that kind of work. So I'm always going to raise my voice. I'm always going to amplify my voice. I'm always going to tell my kids to never apologize about who they are. And to be as creative and as black as they want to be. Because we are a beautiful culture, and there's no flavor in this country without black folks. The third piece about hip-hop is this ideal of being able to handle your haters. You gotta be able to handle your haters. The beautiful piece about black folks, and I was watching this girl on YouTube, I forget her name, but she said, you know, America needs to be thankful that all we want is equality and not revenge. That's right. I can't think of a more loving, militant, brave people than black folks. The way we had to deal with 300 to 400 years of suffering in this country, and yet on the other side of it extend love and grace to other people. And so the way we handle our haters, and all our girls understood that they got a lot of hate because they didn't look like your traditional state championship girls basketball team. They didn't play like the white girls. We didn't look like the team that walked into the arena like the white girls. We were a team from the city that had to deal with all the stigmas of being a black girl basketball team in the state, and we did it on a super high level. Why? Because we were able to handle our haters. We tackled it with love. The last but not final piece is being on your grind. Grinding is not about getting jewelry, going to the mall, and buying everything up. Grinding is not just going to college, getting a degree so that you can participate in this kind of work. That's our delayed gratification types of grind. The kind of grind that our kids were on is what we call grinding the grind. We grind because this is part of our life. We realize that we don't get to check out of this. And so protest is every aspect of our life. It's not just showing up to the waterfront. It's about what we do at the water cooler. It's about how we confront our brothers and sisters at Thanksgiving and Christmas to deconstruct racism, and to be not sort of this middle ground racist, but to be an anti-racist. So in closing, my prayer is that we get to the heart of the protest. And I wrote something called Getting to the Heart of the Protest, and it's really quick. It says this: prominent Trinidadian organizer and deceased civil rights activist Kwame Ture once wrote, "When white terrorists bomb a black church and kill 5 black children, that is an act of individual racism, widely deplored by most segments of society. But in that same city, Birmingham, Alabama, 500 black babies die each year because of the lack of proper food, shelter, and medical facilities, and thousands more are destroyed and maimed physically, emotionally, and intellectually because of conditions of poverty and discrimination in the black community. That is a function of institutional racism." I've been chewing on this quote for a good minute and thinking long and hard about what it means in the midst of all the social, racial unrest we are currently experiencing as a country. I love the distinction Ture sets forth and in describing and delineating the optics of individual and institutional racism. I would suggest that if anyone jumps into this current protest, knowing the difference between the two is key. The protest is not about ending interpersonal, internalized racial biases, or merely developing strategies to end or confront racism through white affinity groups. Those are most certainly necessary and important strategies, but just know this current protest is much bigger than any one individual uprooting their conscious or subconscious racism and biases. The true work of the protest is actually tackling the real threat to our society: institutional and structural racism. And anything that falls short of that betrays the efforts of the protest. How so? And shouldn't the efforts of ending personal and institutional racism be prioritized equally? And to that I say no. I believe, what seems to be historically true, that the transformation of racist and biased structures systematically create the conditions for people to change individually. This has been true throughout our nation's history, from the Civil War, Emancipation Proclamation, the Civil Rights Act, ending of Jim Crow, desegregating schools, and so on, all constructed or dismantled institutionally and systematically before people's hearts and minds changed en masse. We must understand that personal racism exists to justify the institutional racism that is already there. Social justice and confronting unjust systems and institutions, we must be reminded that people change as institutions change, and to never flip that around.
Black Lives Matter! 60-something days. To come out here and stand and take tear gas, and stand and take bullets, and stand and take abuse. We have shown you that we are willing to stand and fight against injustice. And that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have something different for my assembly every time I'm up on this platform. I might reiterate things, but at the same time, I got something different to educate my assembly. And my assembly is so strong, they can go and teach it to somebody else. And every night, until we see justice, until we see change, we're going to be out here. And we're going to be standing tall. And we can be out here. We got a constitutional right to be out here. Our constitutional right during this 60 days has been breached. And it has been breached by a gang of criminals. And I say criminals because they've been doing criminal activity. They've been assaulting human beings. They've been shooting stuff off of buildings, which is a major crime. That is terrorism. The tactics that they've been using against us is 100% terrorism. And I gotta say it. I'm a citizen. If I had the right means and the right force to put them under arrest, I would put them under citizen arrest. I mean, but why should I have to do that? They got colonels and commanders and all that should be holding them accountable and putting them under arrest. I'm not telling no lie. I mean, we got 100% purity evidence of violations by the people that are supposed to be serving us. If they are supposed to protect and serve us, why should we have to answer to them? You are supposed to protect and serve me. I got a constitutional right to be out here. And I'm going to stand on that to the fullest with my assembly. And since you don't want to protect my assembly, I will protect my assembly. Because we also got a right to defend ourselves. So since the police don't want to protect you, I put myself on the line to protect my assembly. Because I love people. I love humans. I'm a different type of human being. I'm a human being that knows that there's no difference between me and the next human being. I'm a human being whose blood is not filled with hate. I mean, I was taught to go that route, but I refrain to continue to go the hateful route. Because hateful is not good. Hateful is violence. Hateful is bigotry. Hateful is extortion. Hateful is racketeering. Hateful is criminal activity. Hateful is no means of respect for the next human being. And hateful is a choice. And I choose to respect the next human being. So I'm not hateful. Please discontinue the choice of hate and love your neighbor. Because your neighbor might be the one that saved your life. Because your neighbor might be one to feed you. Because the neighbor might give you a place to stay. Because the neighbor might be that one filming you when a cop got his fucking knee in your neck. You need to respect your neighbors. If it wasn't for George Floyd respecting his neighbors wouldn't have recorded that. But somewhere along the line, people knew George Floyd and they knew he was respectful. So they was right there with their cameras when they seen that illegal activity by the same people that is supposed to be protected and serving, and they was right there, they had George Floyd's back. We need to start doing that. Whenever you see your neighbor in trouble, get your camera out. 30, 40, 50, 60 people, get your cameras out. I mean, during this 60 days down here, there's been people that has been disrespectful to their neighbors. There's been people that have been insulting their neighbors. There's been people that have been imposing criminal activity against this assembly. And this assembly stands on peace. I mean, our freedom of expression, when an action is negative toward us, we're gonna react negative. And it ain't wrong, and we're not wrong. We have a right to defend ourselves, once again I say. So when the police is inflicting criminal activity on us, it's our right to react back in a defensive way. It is our right to act back in a defensive way, even if that takes raising the level of defense to deadly force. Read the law. Read the law. Do your research. Read the law. Even if the police takes actions against us in a criminal way that is negative, we have a right to match. We have a right to match that force in defense. If the police come at us shooting tear gas off a roof, we got a right to defend ourselves with the same type of criminal activity that they given me. But that's not criminal. It is called self-defense. Read the law. Read the law. If you read the law will clearly explain to you, when you're defending yourself, you match the same type of defense against the criminal activity that you're imposed upon you. The value of human life is way more value than a building. The value of human life is way more value than some graffiti. The value of human life is way more value than tapping on a fence. The value of human life is way more value than tolerating a knee in another human's neck. This is the value of human life that I mentioned. And we must stand on that. And we must stand on that. And we must exercise these values and share these values with our children. We must share these values with our mom. We must share these values with someone that was older, that was brainwashed. We must share these values with them and pull them out of that brainwashing. And let them know that you were fooled a long time ago. We gotta let them know that they were fooled a long time ago. And now it's time to get wise. And now it's time to reunite with someone that looks like you. I look like you. I look like you. I look like you, and I am you. I'm a man just like you. She's a woman just like you. Skin tone does not relate to a human. Skin tone is only skin deep. A human being is heart deep. A human being is heart deep. Skin tone is skin deep. Human being is heart deep. I love you.
Shout out to my man Tree. Shout out to my man Tree. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. How many of y'all know that it's not easy to get up here day after day after day and that's gonna throw me off though. You keep doing that. So it's not easy. But we don't want to just be coming up here trying to say any old goddamn thing and try to sound like we speak for everybody. That's not where we coming from. My brothers, my sisters, my fellow citizens, my fellow countrymen. That certain something that calls you down here is probably undefinable. Somebody said, I said, why do Black Lives Matter? Why? People scared, they don't know what, I don't know. Listen, man, you're right, because you're human. And here, in this country, we don't care what God you serve. We just hope that you find a higher power that guides you to do the right thing, to stand up for the right reasons, and not kill people. This is real. This is not about denouncing, everything. So we're gonna get that straight. And you know, and just follow me, man, because I know y'all came down here maybe to hear a big rabble-rousing speech or whatever, right? But like what I'm feeling tonight is something different. It's just something different. You know, like we got a generation that's coming up after us that's fighting in the streets, that's learning how to do that right now. That behavior is being taught right now and right in front of our very eyes. What killed George Floyd is the insidiousness of the systemic racism that we've been dealing with for the whole time. You know, you talk about George Floyd, what about Trayvon Martin? We heard that, we didn't see that, we heard Trayvon Martin, he was one of ours. And what about the many, many, many others that came before him? You know, and so when I said last night, ask any of us black people, are we surprised at what happened? You know what was more scarier than that? You know what was more scarier than watching that cop put his neck on that man's, put his knee on that man's neck for so long? What was more scarier is that nobody felt empowered to stop him. You have to think about the insidious nature of what is going on. Yeah. Imagine right now. Oh, I might going to throw me off. I'm just saying, man, I didn't come here to do a lot of talking. You know what, I'm going to read this. This is why I stand on this, man. You know what? The same that our grievances, y'all, these are the same grievances that built this country. And the unanimous declaration of 13 United States, within the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them. You need to know what I'm talking about right now. This is why Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. We are here as a community. Look at your fellow neighbor. And look at your woke community. Look at us. Ready to fight this building in. We gonna fight till the wheels fall off. We gonna fight till we're all living in peace, walking down the street with reparations, baby. Bring everything. Why should we have to pay for child care, education, food? We need our money to relax from this bullshit that we've been through for so many years. Therapy, love. That's
Thanks,
what we
Samantha,
need.
for the support.
That's what we need. Reparations. So we all can be equal.
Thanks, Sam.
You're ready to contribute to your reparations fund. Black Lives you throw tear gas, rubber bullets, we still coming hard. Even harder. You come hard, we come harder. That's all you got? That's all you got?
Love you, Australia. This is a small group. Oh, we already know that they weren't leaving, Katie. But hopefully they'll stay inside and not gas me.
Stay together! Stay tight! 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 Stay together! Stay together! Stay together! Stay tight! Stay together! Stay tight! Stay together! Stay tight! Stay together! Stay tight! Raise your hand up if you are here for the first time. Go and link up with someone who's been here. So find a partner. Everybody buddy up. That's what this is about. There's a problem if we have some security here. If we have this, if we have some security here, de-escalation over to by the river, please. It's for everyone's safety. Faith is, she works with us, and she's my sister, my queen. She's here to give you some momentum also, and give you some good notes to being woke and being a queen. Thank you, Faith.
Only God knows what you know in your heart, man. Only God knows. So you can participate all you want to. But when it's time to really demonstrate, you're going to have to search your own heart to figure out what Black Lives means to you at that time. Because at the time that George Floyd died, all those citizens said that Black life don't mean nothing to me. Not necessarily so, concrete like that, but the fear. That was a crime against humanity, y'all. It did not just upset this nation, it upset the whole world. And like I said, man, I ain't come down here, right, to blast y'all all the time. I'm gonna just leave y'all with this. This is not an agenda, man. I mean, it is an agenda, but like something just calls me down here. Man, something just calls me down here, and like people worry about me being down here too. I got people at home going, man, you sure? I got people that love me too, and that fear for my life too. But what I know, man, it is my duty to be here. Because I'll be damned if I just say that I sat idly by while I watched the next generation go up in flames. I'll be damned if they say that that man just sat idly by and watched while one more George Floyd get a knee on the neck. I'll be damned when the real people stand up.
There's something about this day. It's kind of emotional. It's an emotional day. But Portland, we just made history yet again. We still out here. Make some noise. That ain't good enough. Make some noise. I need y'all to come a little closer. You're making me feel lonely. Make some noise. Come out the dark spots and come to the light and make some noise. There's a lot of people who want to see us. Make some noise. If Black Lives Matter, 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 make some noise. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Whole life matters. Whole life matters. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Make her hear you. Make her hear you. Make her hear you. Make her hear you. She can't hear you. This is like, I don't know, it's something about it. I don't know. I've always been a seer, always been a feeler, but it's something about this that I don't know, it's scaring me. It's scaring me. There's something about this that's really scaring me. I gotta repeat that. There's something about this. Something about this. There's something about this. It's an emotional time for me. And there's something about this. You might not know, but it's something about this. And I'm gonna say it one more time. There's something about this. I'm not talking about New York. I'm not talking about Chicago. I'm not even talking about Seattle. It's something about this. It's something about you, and 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 you. It's power everywhere. I can feel it. I can feel it more and more when you get closer to me. It's a power that we should use before we lose it. Do you want to lose it? Do you want to lose it? Do you want to lose it? You want to use it? You want to use it? We gonna use it? I can't hear you. Did you say yeah? Did you say yeah? Did you say yeah? I woke up with something on my heart. Something I think a lot of people have been waiting on. I think a lot of people have been waiting on this. And I'm kind of scared about doing this, but I'm gonna try. If y'all ready. if black people out there, can y'all come up here? Because this is something you're gonna appreciate. I'm gonna give you like 30 seconds to get here. And I want you to turn and face the crowd.
All the black people come stand on the stage.
All you out there that can hear my voice, please come. I'll give you 30 more seconds to come here and face the crowd. Please face it. All y'all, face the crowd. Love you, man. Love you all. Any kids out there, any black children? I'm gonna give you a little bit more time. We'll try to face this. All these people out here is for us. All these people out here saying we matter. That's amazing. I'm gonna ask, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? Now this is gonna be painful because it's painful. It's painful. And I don't think any of us up here ever heard it. Now I'm gonna say some things. And all I want you to say is, I'm sorry. Can I get a I'm sorry? I'm sorry. Louder, please. Okay, I'm gonna read off some things. And when I'm done, I'm gonna hold the mic out and I want you to say that. And if I start crying, I apologize.
Cry!
It's okay to cry, Seneca. Strong men cry.
We welcome you into our village. We gracefully shared everything that was us, that we had of value, yet that was not enough.
I'm sorry.
Louder.
I'm sorry.
While we slept, you hog-tied us. When we were vulnerable,
I'm sorry.
you threw our men and women and children on a boat.
I'm sorry.
Say it like you mean it, please.
I'm sorry.
Those of us who wanted to die, you refused to eat. You shattered our teeth and put funnels in our mouth and shoved slup down our throat so we wouldn't die on that boat.
I'm sorry. Oh,
You brought us to a land that you already had stolen. You gave us a language that we couldn't even write or speak.
I'm sorry.
You gave us a name that we couldn't spell. You gave us a God and a book that we didn't even know. For centuries you tortured us until we broke and called you master. You bred us like animals. You made our fathers watch. When you raped our mothers and our sisters. You let us dangle from trees like piñatas. You stripped us of our beauty. You stripped us of our dignity.
We don't need no applause for that. What are you clapping for? That's all right.
I'm gonna speak from all of us. We forgive you. And that's something that we never heard. Yeah, you say Black Lives Matter, but I think it's a roundabout way of saying you're sorry. And you want to know what Black Lives Matter? That's what it means. Taking some ownership of what's been done to us. Yeah, I know that you didn't do it personally. Just like We know that officers in here didn't kill George Floyd. But somebody has to take accountability. And I appreciate y'all for doing that for me. I appreciate y'all for doing that for the people all up on the stage. On this step. That's true justice. All right, enough of that. Portland, make some noise! Make some noise! Do you feel like you got some power left?
Yeah.
Well, let's say it. I got power!
I got power.
I got power!
I got power.
I got power!
I got power.
Power to people!
Power to the people.
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 Miles, make some noise!
Going pretty good tonight. We got good energy, Gavin.
We're gonna let them get in place before it shows no distraction.
The Moms Unified for
Black Lives Matter!
Unified for the further. Drumline tonight. Yeah.
Make some noise! Yeah. Now this is the power I'm talking about. This is the power that I'm talking about. This is the magic that I'm talking about. This connection that we have, this bond that we have is amazing. This is the feeling of change. This is what change looks like. This is what it feels like, and this is what it smells like. So, can you feel it out there? Now we have to use it before we lose it. Portland, we got some cleaning up to do. We almost there. We got some cleaning up to do on all aspects. We got cleaning up in this house to do. We got cleaning up in some of these corporations to do. We got some work to do, but with these numbers, we can do whatever. We all know that Portland was considered a racist state. But I asked you yesterday, do y'all want that anymore? No more racist state? Are you sure? Are you sure? I can't hear that. Y'all sound. So no more racist state. That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. And that sounds good to me. And we're going to keep this moving on because this is what we do. And this is what I'm very, very proud to see. This is a Friday, I think. We've been out here for 60-odd days and it's starting to feel like one.
What's up, little trailer?
Once again, let me hear you make some noise, Portland, before I pass the mic.
So in order for us to fully unite, we must make a pact with ourselves. In order for us to fully unite, we must make a pact with ourselves. We are together now, and we don't want to fall apart. So in order to do that, we must make a pact with ourselves. Each and every individual must dive within their self and make a pact to never ever be divided from the human race again. We must make a pact with ourselves. This is an individual choice. We've made the individual choice to show up here every night for 60-something days. And what brought on this party is the crucial and unusual murder of George Floyd. And how we know about that murder is because some children, some teenagers, took the time out of their day, after school or whatever time that was, to witness this brutal homicide by the police. Now what we must do is dive within ourselves and make a pact to never be divided again. Can we make that pact? Can we truthfully make and stand on that pact? And then after we truthfully made that pact, we must share that pact with the next human being and bring them to the party. So it can be a new political party. Because the whole political party does not work. The whole political party is founded on kidnapping. The whole political party is founded on treason. The whole political party does not stand for liberty and justice for all. And that ain't only in the court system, and that ain't only in the hospital system, and that ain't only in the juvenile system, and that ain't only in the Department of Education, but that is also in the business system too as well. And we must address one race. We are one people under God. And together we stand. Divided we will fall, man. I promise you. Divided we will fall. We fell before. We fell for the crooked trick before by our forefathers. And we will not fall for the crooked tricks anymore. The crooked tricks that they pull the hat out the bag, we're not falling for that no more. No more abracadabra. We won't fall for it again. We must stand together as one race under God. And we must hold tight, and we must stand strong, and we must not ever, ever again bow down. We are the people. We are the people. And we are out here standing against the fight against injustice. And as you witnessed, not everybody is standing for injustice. And it's crucial when the people that are supposed to be protecting and serving you is proven that they don't stand for justice. They stand for brutality. They stand for bigotry. They stand for gentrification. They stand for abuse on human beings. They stand as if they are animal tamers. They stand as if they got a paddle and they are Catholic teachers. We don't want that abuse. We want equality. And we want equality on all aspects of human life. We want to be able to go inside of a store and not be racially profiled. We want to be able to spend with that store, and if we continue to spend with that store, we want to hold that store to a standard to where they say, let's have a free day for the people. Out of all the money we spent with them, out of all the money they spent with us, let's have 2 free days a week from these rich-ass stores. I mean, it needs to be some type of reparation for your tax money going to them. We need reparation all across the board. My race especially. We need a pandemic back for my race. We have been held under the coronavirus standards for decades. We demand a stimulus pack for my race. That is one of the demands. We got a whole lot of demands. I'm gonna name one more. We want the felony to fall off with no exceptions if an inmate has served his time. If an inmate has completed post-prison supervision. If an inmate has falsely been accused. We don't want that inmate to have to go through appeal after appeal after appeal if they don't have no evidence to hold that inmate. Let that inmate free! My cousin is locked up, and he got way too much time than what the crime carries. Let my cousin free! My homeboy's son is locked up, and he got way too much time than what the crime carries. Let my homeboy's son free! I've done a whole slew of prison time. I completed my prison time. I completed post-prison supervision. I completed every last drop. Let the fucking felony free! Now let's get back on the business. Let's get back to the business and these rich corporations. And I'm gonna let my boy tell you a little bit of something about it.
Make some noise if you understood what he said. Make some noise if you understood what he said. Make some noise if you felt what he said. Make some noise if you felt what he said. On all aspects, we have to stop this injustice. Not only in the streets, not only in the courts, but on the workforce as well. If you've been watching some of the things that we've been doing outside of us being up here, we're going to the workforce because we've been called to, because there's been injustice in there. As you see, we hold this sign up. It's a sign of, and it got a symbol of something that I think we all love. And we all got something, connection, some type of connection to this symbol. And as you can see, we're wearing it now. But there's been some injustice in the workforce that we went to try to help get cleaned up because we know they can. And we know that when it does get cleaned up, this company will become the biggest and brightest it ever has been. It will become a symbol of what's happening here. It will become a symbol all around the globe.
Let the moms go, please. Coming through. Moms coming through, please. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Every night. Every night. Every night. Let's go.
Did you hear where the moms are going and why? No clue, okay.
Apparently there, I'd guess.
I thought I heard downtown, but I think there's still something happening downtown, but I thought that was the march that came over.
I don't know. I just flew in today, so
Gotcha.
I mean, I've talked to numerous people, but I don't know. It seems quite decentralized, no?
Flew in from where?
From New York.
From where?
New York.
Oh, okay. With the good mayor.
It's the same everywhere. There ain't a good mayor.
It's a joke from how he handled COVID, because ours did terrible.
You don't want to know where I come from.
I don't want.
Originally, they do even worse. They don't even require you to wear masks.
Oh, yeah. As you can see here, we're pretty good about wearing masks. It's the young, dumb kids that don't wear masks, unfortunately. Like, yeah, party, resistance, but not wear a mask, you know?
Well, I'm happy to be in a masked society.
Yes, yeah. What brought you down here to the protest?
Work.
Fair enough.
You know.
Photography? I would assume with your camera. Dumb question. Freelance or?
I work with an agency, but you're live streaming, so.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, that's smart, and I'm glad that some other parts of the country are here representing, because they didn't even know about this until the feds came in here, and we were down here long before the feds came. So.
From here?
Yep.
Well, we'll catch up some other time when you're not.
Yeah, definitely. Facebook page, Portland Independent News, PIN. That one's, that's our stream team, yeah.
There's a team of you guys then?
Yeah, there's like 6 of us streamers down here, and then there's a couple men in computer chairs.
This is super interesting. Like, we should call.
Yeah,
Find you something.
definitely. Go onto that page and...
I'll call it that.
Perfect.
This is actually super interesting.
Yeah.
How you guys have centralized it with a network, right?
It was just streamers talking to streamers and a man who runs computers, so...
That's actually really interesting.
Yeah,
that might even be a story that I can sell.
It was live against the end of the world, and we had to change it because we had a lot of backlash, and we just started reaching so many viewers that we made it something solid and set instead of just seeming like a group of streamers, which is what we are. So yeah, definitely reach out.
I'll reach out. Cheers.
Cheers. So I'm gonna go over here where there's not really a whole lot of people into the light. That was really super cool, actually. So that was a guy down here from New York that came for the protests. Yeah, definitely more than just a group of streamers at this point. I'm not good at the selling what we are. Oh, I'm blurry now. But yeah, so that's actually super cool. People from New York are down here reporting on this, and I think that's awesome. I'm less blurry now. But I think that's super awesome that other people from other parts of the country are coming down here to take pictures and support. And honestly, he said he was happy to be in a mass society, so that's awesome, because as you see from a lot of the streams, there's lots of masks. I'm gonna go investigate where the mom wall just went to, actually, because there is a woman of color leading the mom wall, which is fucking awesome. And I kind of want to hit my vape because I'm not by anybody, and you know, COVID, so I like to not COVID up the world. Not that I have it, but so that was super awesome. Obviously, I'm gonna talk with the man in the chair about how to better explain PIN, because I'm just the woman on the camera. But it's super, super chill. Super chill. Thank you. Thank you. It will be red, orange until these protests end. And then I can go back to my regular ass pink self. But until the protests end, red and orange it is. I've had a good vape. Gonna make sure I don't not have a mask on when people come by. And I'm gonna go investigate the mom wall. Okay, so here's the wall of vets. Fucking fatigued up over here. Looking beautiful. Woo! Not walking through people. Woo! So this is where the mom wall meant. Can I squeeze through?
Thank you. My kid, you can hate me with our
rockin' ass mom wall here. So we've got the wall of veterans, and the wall of veterans leads into the wall of moms. Got a pretty decent ass sized crowd down here. Really big crowd over by the speeches, but the wall of vets and the wall of moms have put into place.
Here to defend our people's right to free speech and free association, to defend them against the fear and intimidation tactics being used by local and federal governments to silence them, and here in support of Black Lives Matter. We've got a lot of work to be done. We need a lot of voices that can't be silenced if we're going to be successful.
Were you here during the federal police, and how would you describe what your men did?
Stood and assisted civilians once the gas started flying. Many civilians have not experienced tear gas before. All of us have, part of our training included exposure to this gas. Many of us had equipment that we needed to help calm people down, to function in there, to get them to the rear. We did not stand between the police and somebody they're trying to arrest. Let's keep people safe and try to help them get them to the rear where they got aid, and then return to the front.
What kind of actions did you see the federal police? As a former federal person yourself, I'm curious what you thought about the level. Was it a fair level, disproportionate use of force? Talk about and describe the use of force in minutes.
I saw a group of 10,000 people standing here chanting peacefully. I saw a few dozen people throwing fireworks and maybe pounding on the fence. And I saw 8,000 to 10,000 people tear gassed. I heard the pepper balls being fired through the fence and over the fence of the crowd. Absolutely disproportionate to the amount of crime that was happening. You handle the prisoners. You don't handle the people who are here to speak their mind and freely associate and speak. So, absolutely, they're just trying to keep people quiet. I think they're trying to intimidate the people who aren't out here, make them afraid to come out and speak out. And black people in America, they need our help. They need people to be aware of this. They need us to be out here protecting people's right to protest on their behalf.
Right. Let's do the answer. Sorry. Yeah. Here's a good day.
My name's Paul. 55. Portland.
No justice. No racism. No justice. No racism. No justice.
Thank you for your service.
No racism. I just gave you a time.
Sure. So he's been looking for some moms that give information, and I got a full trauma case. I'm so glad.
Do you mind if I zoom in on your sticker?
And that's the
Would you like a sticker?
I would always like a sticker. I'm a mom, but I'm behind the camera. Thank you. Sorry. Do you mind if I ask you, talk to you about your vision? So we were live at the end of the world, but now we are Portland Independent News on Facebook. We're a group of people that are always down here, always talking with everyone. I was a bystander of the last Wall of Moms group, and I watched everything go down. And I had heard that a woman of color was taking over, and I was very proud of that. And then it went down in flames, and then I saw this happen. I just want to ask you your vision of this and stream it online. But I know that everyone's probably asking you questions, so I don't want to push.
You're okay. I'm gonna go and check on my.
Okay, I can come and check back in with you.
Yeah, I'm check on your.
Okay, thank you.
Just like you did in the Mexican invasion. I bet I could do one now. That was yesterday.
Can I squeeze through here? Thank you.
No peace.
I have been shadow banned on Twitch since I started streaming. I am shadow banned. I know, we need new press passes, love. This mom came prepared, she's got a fucking sled. I think that's a wonderful ass idea. Loveless standing point. Yeah, definitely please order some new press passes, but I think I'm gonna get to talk with the Wall of Moms leader now, and that's really awesome. Nice big group here. Okay, I'm gonna step down. As you see, I'm very tall. I'm actually on the sacred fence blockage. Okay, I'm a hop scoodle doodle on down. Hi. Okay.
How many nights have you been down here?
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm jamming to this song right now, kind of. It'll be alright.
And that's going to require an actual revolution. We have a strategy of how to go up against the armed forces and defeat them and replace this capitalist system with a system that's about meeting the needs of the people. Does anyone want to see a society where women can walk down the street and not fear men? Say hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Does anyone want to see a society where black people do not have a target on their back? Say hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Does anyone want to see a society where the people are caretakers of the planet? Say hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's going to require an actual revolution and overthrow of this capitalist system that has no future for our youth. And that's what we're organizing for. Find out. Go to revcom.us, come and talk with us. Look into Bob Avakian, the leader of the revolution. Very controversial because he has a strategy to end the system once and for all. But if everyone here with a heart for humanity, who is eager to see an end to police brutality, I urge you to look into the strategy. No one has come up with the way out besides Bob Avakian. He's been...
Question.
Go ahead.
What ethnicity is Bob Avakian?
We're talking about, the question should be, do you want to put an end to white supremacy? Or do you want a piece of this oppressive system? That's the question. The question is, do you want to see an end to patriarchy? Or do you want to keep a piece of a pie where women are treated as sex toys? The question is, how badly do you want this capitalist system to end? And then you need to look into who has the answer. Because when it's like any cure. It doesn't matter who has the cure. You have to look into the what. What is the cure? And if it's true, then you need to find out yourself. So we invite you to look into that and go to revcom.us, come and talk with us. We are the National Revolution Tour, and we're here to unite with everyone. And let me give you with a chant. Trump hands out now!
Trump hands out now!
Trump hands out now!
Trump hands out now!
Trump hands remains in the White House, because that's the danger that we're up against. Trump has.
You're pushing someone who is a white man, and we need to be listening to black radical traditions like Angela Davis and like other people, not a cultist leader. And so what you're doing is driving people into a cult, and that's not cool. You're cool.
Ooh, thank you, Spice Girl, for the follow. That's cute.
This is about divide and conquer. Don't get this bullshit. We got inspired by the moms, by the dads, by people of all nationalities who have took it to the streets. This is a divide and conquer shit that no one should go along with.
Yeah, but it's interesting over
If you want to put an end to
here.
white supremacy, it doesn't matter what color you are. Whoever wants to put an end to that, you need to be part of this fight. And that's what we're here for. So if this is what you're here for, then it doesn't matter. And don't get caught up with this divide and conquer shit, which only serves this system. Am I right?
Yeah.
Right. If you want to, this sister wants to speak, so let's hear her.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm really glad that we gathered here today again. We can't be broken, you know, because we represent peace and unity and love for all. So we can't be broken, because what the gods have in store, no man, organization, or unity can take away, okay? So, as a woman of color, we really represent peace, love. We want justice. We want this.
I'm gonna try to get some interview questions with them if I can.
One color,
Main man in the computer chair, if you can post some good questions in chat for me to ask them, that'd be super cool.
Now, if you're a pedophile,
What's wrong with communism? Just kidding, that was a joke. You can't hear my sarcasm.
Doesn't matter because we're broke. Doesn't matter because we're mentally ill. Probably due to the fucking chemtrails. We're people. And I believe, hopefully, all of us are here. Bitch, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm talking, ho. Get the fuck out my movement. Get the fuck out my ass.
Again, look, why are we here for? We're here to put an end to white supremacy. We're here for Black Lives Matter. But until this Trump-Pence regime is in the White House, that's not gonna occur, okay? And this divide and conquer shit has been going on for way too long. We cannot get caught up with that shit, okay? We cannot get caught up in that shit. Let's come back to why we're here. Everyone's eager. Everyone wants to see an end to police brutality.
I'm gonna try to see if I can talk to the mom wall leader now, actually. Because that's getting real testy over there. Can I squeeze this way? Can I break the line? Excuse me. Thank you. Sorry.
I do. They're the ones who stormed the police precinct.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What we gonna get? What we gonna get? Who's scared of that? First of all, do you know how loud those booms are? Okay, so you're not ready. We're gonna have to get you ready, okay? We're gonna have to get you ready. We're going to have to get you some earplugs.
With the moms around, I'm sure there's always some here.
Because you jump.
Things moms do.
Girl, we be out here and ducking and jumping. So, be prepared. Get that little in, because that's what you're going to feel as that happens. So,
okay,
what we gonna get?
Reparations.
What we gonna get? Reparations. What we gonna get? Reparations. What we gonna get? Reparations. What we gonna get? Reparations. What we gonna get? Reparations. What we gonna get? Reparations. What we gonna get? Reparations. What we gonna get? Reparations. What we gonna get? Reparations. What we gonna get? Reparations. What we gonna get? Reparations. this time, huh? So done with you. It's reparations. What we gonna get? 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 Reparations.
I think they call that mom brain.
Okay, wait, what?
I said I think they call that mom brain.
Reparations. You know what that means, don't you?
Yes, we do.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Reparations. Yes, that's what black people need because we have been abused, our land has been taken, we're broke. So we want our reparations. That's what it's about.
We even have people guiding traffic over there. Reparations! Reparations!
I can't hear you! Reparations! I can't hear you! Reparations! I can't hear you! Reparations! I can't hear you! Reparations! I can't hear you! Reparations! 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 Reparations!
Try to find Eric so I can get that thing out of my bag.
The Patriots when they're not. Well, I don't care about that. I just don't want to get. There you go.
Then we wait another 100 years, right? I mean, it usually happens. Think about how the revolution started in the first place.
We're due for a good another one, aren't we?
We're in the throes of it.
Let's hope so.
Hell yeah. All these guys are watching a horrifying dossier on me. Hoping to find out about that movie ideas. Thank you.
I love this lady. I love her. I love her. Picking up trash. I love her.
You're the best of us.
I'm gonna look for the 20-foot pole now. Oh, I think I see it. I'm gonna guess it's that guy over there. Over towards the back of the crowd. I was guessing this giant 20-foot pole that's in the air. Over here.
This is no longer, I don't know, Justice said this is a college now. You coming here and getting educated. You coming here and being baptized in the gas.
This guy right here.
And you're walking out a new person. I've seen it with my own eyes. I witnessed it with my own body. I came here one person and went home another. That's what is happening. A lot of people, they come down here and experience.
Tell him I said thank you.
I will, for sure.
You get that from going
Stay
through
safe.
this whole process. You might start here, you end up over there, and make a 360 back to here. But when you come back here,
he says thank you.
You come back with something to give. That's what's happening.
Oops, sorry.
You coming here. Do not be scared. It is a good thing that's happening.
with the new Wall of Mom leader. I think that's amazing. I think the wind blowing is also amazing. No license plates on screen.
Box knife?
What service were you in? Absolutely.
Can I break the rank and squeeze through? Yeah, no worries. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that, you know, this is the content that we need to show, but, you know, that's just kind of how it goes. I'm going to try to see if I can ask the mom wall. What? Thank you. Thank you. Trying to not catch any of the fun fence people on the side. They're just sitting there, but... So I'm going to ask her what she would like the end goal of the fence to be. What long-term goals for the mom wall. Okay. Okay.
Abolish the police! Abolish the police! Abolish the police! Abolish the police! Abolish the police!
Oh shit.
Abolish the police!
I just got hit with spicy air in my eyeball. Holy fuck. Oh, holy fuck. I don't know how the air is spicy, but I just got spicy air in my eyeball. Oh. Oops, sorry. The revolution has mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, guys.
Thank you.
Sorry, that's the
better snack.
That's the best content. That's the cheesiest content. Yeah, I feel it. It's not pleasant, and I'd be masked up, but I can't fucking talk in a gas mask. I also look less scary when I'm not wearing one. Oh, I don't hear her talking anymore. Just kidding, I hear her talking now. Ooh, it's fucking spicy ass air already. We do what we can here. Like, you know, this is a fucking revolution. Revolution has leaf blowers and mac and cheese, bro. Move the fuck on. This is very important for our country, to see a country divided. Okay. Maybe try to see if I can... I don't know where that leader of over here went to, but I was going to talk to her. Thank you. Thank you, Wise. Okay. Wow, this got some weak ass chancy. Oh my god, I love this fucking sign. Oh, but I can't break rank. Okay. Oh, I broke rank. Okay. This is really funny, guys. I don't know why this is funny, but it's really funny. Okay, whose fence? Our fence. Yeah, perfect. But, oh god, that's so funny. Okay, so the fence has a hashtag, by the way. Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
You say your event? Yeah, if you want to join us, all I gotta do is show up at the right time. Hey, Mr. Legal Observer, can you be a cameraman for 2 seconds?
Yeah, I said that you are right people like, no, they're all, everybody that's not us, communist issues.
Can we go here?
Be wearing a mask.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we're going to do everything all day. We're going to doctors and lawyers from every
why I'm gonna try to ask the leader of the vet wall some questions. From the gas, it feels like. This bitch is trying to fuck shit up. No face. I don't even know what I'm going to take that shit. She got that fucked up. Can you write me a couple questions for the leader of the vet wall pin? That's what I'm going to call you now, pin, instead of man in the chair. Oh, fuck. This air fucking sucks, guys. Just so we're clear. Like, this air is not fucking pretty right now. Of view, so I guess I'll just ask him my own questions since I am also a journalist as well. But I mean, like, it's a whole fucking... Oh, here's a fucking vet and a fucking... This guy's chatting his ear up though, so it's gonna happen. It's definitely lingering tear gas, but I have like, I think I have tear gas related asthma because last time I started wheezing. So I think I'm just extra sensitive to the CS powder that's left over. But I would like to ask this guy a couple questions, but this guy's being chatted up. So I guess I'll keep it going.
Okay, this is less harsh on me and it's cheaper and it does something I'm enjoying.
Sorry.
I was going to say that or some of these have decent flavors.
Okay, I'm going to keep it going. Well, that's a good question. Thank you, Pin. It makes you cough worse than tear gas.
What was that?
Dabs make you cough worse than tear gas?
They can.
Yeah, but you know what?
A big one with an Nestor selector.
I took a tour. A friend of mine down in California has a farm. And it was tiny a little bit. And I was so fucking high, right? So fast.
So high.
It was so
The vets are talking about getting stoned. I love this. I'm going to keep moving because there's a... I'm gonna let you go by and then I'm gonna go behind you. That was really funny. Oh my god, they are saying Ted Wiener. I love it.
I live in Silverton, Oregon. Our cops.
I think that's amazing. Okay. Okay, well, I will try to get down there. We were just talking about dabs, so I thought it was a good time to walk away. I think this is also a very important sign right now with what's wrong with our country. Love your sign. Means you were too young to be out there now, so you're out now.
My sister got to do it and I never did, so here I am.
Here you are. Well,
Friday when I was getting gas. I
right here on this fence. I video of it. It's pretty cool.
Well, as a healthcare worker, you know that gas is bad.
Yes, and all I have is my N95 because I didn't come.
Those don't work. I tried. I was helpful. Mine did not help at all.
Yeah.
No. Well, I think we need to see more healthcare workers down here. I think that's amazing.
But she's listening to the speeches. So.
There's a few speeches happening around. I'm catching them all. Well, thank you for being down here. It's very important. I love that. I know the Minnie Mouse was cute. Oh, there was a person right there. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can try to. Oh, I just broke rank. Oh God. Okay, I'm trying to be really respectful of that. Oh, I thought I just heard some fucking. Ooh, hopefully that car didn't hit nobody. I thought I heard something that sounded like that. I'm gonna try to see if I can talk with one of these people just to get their views over here. To see, I don't know where that woman of color went to. Sorry. Okay. Oh, hi. Hello. She's chanting. The air is spicy like this way. Yeah. Like it's because it's on surfaces and the wind picks it up. Yeah, so the air is a little spicy. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. So apparently these people wait for a protest and wait for a group, and then they come and try to hijack the protest. They're led by a white guy. I don't know. I was gonna go try to talk to them, but some guy called them out because their cult leader is a white guy, and apparently they're a cult. They're a group from California. It's on this banner here. I don't remember. Yeah, so it looks like they're rolling out because enough people were mad at them apparently. Yeah, it's like revcom.com or something like that. It's on the back of his shirt, I bet. Can I squeeze feel good? Oh. Hopefully I wasn't in the background of her stream. Whoops. Revcom.us. Yeah. Oh, there's a march coming this way?
That would be my guess.
The cadence, yeah. They use a lot of their funding for similar marketing to PETA, apparently. Yeah, Revcom. Wait, I'm gonna try to see what this is. Oh, sorry. I was trying to squeeze through and I got smushed into you, sorry. So apparently there's a thing.
Because I am a white guy, like I'm a very mixed. There's a lot of things that I didn't get to understand, and so I'm doing my best to get standing, so that we can better come up with conclusions. So, if there are some people who would like to, on a different day, excuse me, hi.
We got these Revcom people who are competing with the black voices coming in from out of town to plug their weird little communist thing, which is very uncool.
Yeah, there's a lot of mixed organization here, and there's not any solid delegation for leadership. So there's nothing that anybody can really do about it.
I know, but I just feel like everybody should look at them and say, you guys are dicks and should go home and not use this to advance your own.
Well, personally, I'm a person that I'm all about free speech.
Oh yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Whether they're being dicks or not, that's up for the people to decide. So I can't necessarily point that out. Because it doesn't fit with my moral code.
No, I understand. I understand. I just kind of I don't have very much of a platform. I'm just
I know it's really easy, and there's a lot of discord out here. There's a lot of people being united in solidarity.
Oh, I might want to go and catch this one on camera. I don't want to break the rank here. You can slide in. I don't like breaking the ranks of soldiers.
Oh, absolutely. But your best.
Even in these groups.
Can I squeeze through here? Sure. Thank you so much.
Stay safe, and I hope you have a good night.
No, I will. I'm just kind of out here.
So what the police are here to do? Say that shit. To put people who don't follow the rules in jail and make them slaves.
Right behind you. Just a heads up.
We have been waiting for an end to slavery and the genocide of black people for centuries. We have been begging them for centuries. The only thing that has gotten us to this point is black leftists who have decided that they will put their lives on the line. Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you guys get the common defense? Well, I mean, that's for legal.
Can I break ranks right through here? Okay. I feel weird without asking, thank you. Can I squeeze through here? Thank you. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. Squeezing through. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Can I squeeze through right here? Can you hold my frame so I can take my sweater off?
For sure.
We still have the posters that the kids.
I still get, not yet.
Thanks, Nona. I will check out that hashtag walkaway. Yeah, thank you, Herb. So anybody who feels like there's a problem with the chat room, basically just put an... Sorry, I'm just talking to the mic. Just put an angry face by the person that should be reviewed, and that way it's kind of a spotlight for people to be pointed out. I'm not looking to ban people immediately, but if it's against... If it's...
Are you Eric Greatwood?
That's me.
Yeah.
What's going on, dude?
My name's Country Dove from Denver.
You came down from Denver? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Right on,
man. Huh?
Can I squeeze behind you? Thank you, sorry.
Oh, good to see you. Yeah, please be safe. Yeah, no, it doesn't mean you're going to get banned automatically or anything like that. It allows me to review the situation.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm in. Unless you're wearing a Confederate flag in the front.
Yeah, it's a different story.
Yeah. My favorite was something to deal with. What do they call it? The traitor flag. Yeah, that's awesome. Traitor rag.
Traitor rag. I saw that shit today.
Love these tie-dye pants. Okay. I thought he was going to come this way and I was going to snag him.
Did you know that? Confederate stronghold.
Yeah.
I was watching you. I couldn't come out last night, but I was watching the stream the other night.
I was down last weekend. I can only make it down on the weekends. Yeah.
It's on the Woke channel.
Yeah. I'm a part of a network of streamers down here.
Nice.
Yeah. What brings you down here?
Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I gotta see a lot of the press interviewing us, and I don't think they should be interviewing us. They should be interviewing the people who matter.
Yes, the people who matter are the most important part. I think what made this protest movement go viral was you guys, was the more and more voices, and it wasn't just a bunch of group of antifa kids anymore. It was adults that, people see Portland and they see a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
So are you from Oregon?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
From the white part of Oregon, that's all of it. From the Portland part of Oregon or the other part?
Portland part of Oregon.
Well, I'm glad you're down here.
Thank you. Keep it up.
Yes.
Stay safe.
You as well. Ooh. I don't want to walk down your shot. Okay. It gets real spicy over here. Like right where the vets end and the moms begin, it's real fucking spicy. So as a veteran, how long does tear gas sit on things? Would you have an answer to that?
The gas, the CS that they were primarily using, it's actually a fine powder.
Yeah.
So it'll sit. I mean, depending on the environmental conditions, rain and wind, it'll be around for a while.
So we haven't had much rain here right now.
We haven't. It's been north of 90 most days since they. Well, actually, all last weekend was hot too. So
until it rains, then this might sit here.
Well, no, I saw the feds today spraying shit down into the storm sewer, so it's going to be in the Willamette River.
Oh wow! I'm glad that I asked you that question because that's awful.
There's lots of video today of them. They were out pressure washing and spraying the streets down and stuff. They go into the storm drains and it goes directly unfiltered into the Willamette River. So
wow!
They get to grow extra ice and shit in the next couple of generations, right?
Wow! I would not even known that. I'm glad I asked.
Somebody filed a complaint with Department of Ecology.
That's good. That's super good. I feel it still sitting here is why I asked that.
You can smell it in the park. I mean,
yeah.
It's gonna be around.
Well, they gassed us for like 60 days in a row, so that would make sense. It's still sitting here.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know how much gas they actually laid down over those last 2 months.
Enough to defund the police department.
Or to pay for better computers for all those kids at school.
Yes. Well, this wall costs them $500 every 15 minutes, so this is our tax dollars right here.
Excellent.
Excellent, right?
Yeah.
Well, glad to see you guys always out here.
Thanks for being.
And then this beautiful ass fucking foam insulator. Oh, I'm sorry. Tell the dog I love him. I love you, tiny dog. So we got the Lawyers Guild shit stuck up here. I think that's awesome. I'm gonna slide on out of here. I have to figure out a good spot to break rank. Okay. Gonna not catch anybody over here. Well, that's good that the state is investigating watching them in down in here. Okay, I'm gonna go to the end of this wall and I'm gonna go see what the other protest is doing right now. Try to get out of this spicy ass air.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
It's not like not doing the wall of vets thing. Some people have been out here doing it for weeks.
Clearly, I am not docile.
So we got some first time vets and some all vets. Woo, more scrubs.
second hostage.
Okay, the air gets a little bit better over here. Okay. Fuck. I'm gonna try to... Oh, there's gonna be copyrighted music over here.
Yeah, thank you all for all the love, everybody. I really appreciate it. Excuse me. You can put them, everybody can put mad faces all they want on things. It's only the ones with the highest amount of mad faces that are probably going to even get looked at. So don't use it unless that person absolutely needs to be removed. Because if everybody just puts angry faces on everything, it's going to defeat the purpose. No, it's not any brighter today than it was yesterday or the day before.
Fucking awful. I think this is pretty great. So this is actually really interesting. They took out all the benches. So there used to be benches all over this area, all over. It's almost like a ghost town now because there's no fucking benches. I'm assuming the people at the back of the park don't really want to be filmed. So I'm gonna do this. Oh, there we go, that's a good one right there actually. Oh, I have to get a fucking stormtrooper. Wise, I'm not so sure about that last comment, but I'm not sure, it's not quite inappropriate. Okay, so we've got, shit guys, I'm out of breath. Got feds out of Portland, it's a fucking stormtrooper. I think this is amazing.
Black Lives Matter! Do not forget why you are here!
Or not?
Yeah, well, it does cause cost money, but yeah, they can roll it out. If an expert does it, they can roll this shit out.
Yeah.
My great grandfather's born, dude. Those wear marks are from him playing, you know, 3 years and years and years.
Oh my god. So this is like a Prohibition era trumpet. That is awesome.
Oh, I should have it.
Neil DePont, you still watching? Who do we know that can roll a bell? The PPD fucked his bell up.
And the tear gas is all accumulated, a bunch of like toxic all over the bell.
Oh,
you just gotta get an acid wash and a lot of shit, yeah.
Clean
but, you know,
that
it still
up.
plays, it still plays. Oh yeah, totally.
He got his horn back, Bran. Yes.
Still in fabric. Really? Yeah. Mine washes out just fine.
In cold or hot water?
I honestly have used cold every time. Well, I mean, I don't know. I would do a better job, but
I'm good for about an hour or two, and then when this gets hot and kind of sweaty, then it starts choking me up.
Is that a buff?
I don't know, it's like a nylon thing.
Yeah. Maybe it's it might, and I haven't had an issue with it.
It might be sticking in this nylon more.
Yeah, it might be.
Now I'm starting to cough, and there's nothing going on.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of pollen too. Like I've had a cough, and I haven't. It's unrelated to tear gas. So.
I don't usually have any problems with that, but I'm assuming it's in this.
My sister, and she watches you, so I just wanted you to meet her.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm
It's
doing
really
right.
good to meet you. And I want to hug because I love you.
I'll
I love everything you do. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
and even if you don't do this, I'm still gonna follow you. So.
Oh, my eye's getting a little stingy. Okay, so I'm gonna flip y'all back around. Up, check in, plugged my phone in. She held my backpack, or held the stream so I could take my sweater off. I want to ask who's in charge of this new group, but I'm not trying to yeah, what's going on at 7-Eleven? I will walk that way. I will definitely walk that way. I gotta know. I wonder. Okay.
You got Ryan Ribs man on there, you know what I mean? So,
So
BLM Ribs, PDX, all capital.
Yeah. BL
And
Ribs.
then it's Riot Ribs Man, you'll see it on there. And then boom.
So were you a part of Riot Ribs?
Yeah, I was. I was one of the guys from Riot Ribs.
Okay.
And all the rest of them went to different cities.
Yes.
And I stayed here, so.
Okay, I was wondering what was happening with that.
I'm still kicking ribs though. So when you pull up the BLM Ribs PDX, you'll see Riot Ribs Man, and then that's what.
So that's the new Twitter handle.
Yeah, that's Venmo, Cash App, and that's gonna be the new Twitter handle.
BLM Ribs, perfect, awesome. Glad to see you still here.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna go check out what's going on with 7-Eleven because that sounds like it's where it's at apparently. So yeah, apparently Riot Ribs has disbanded and left, but there are still some there. Try not to blow a vape cloud at anyone, but I'm also trying to not walk in the street.
There's no constructive conversation there. Yeah, why did I end the piece, the video when I was freaking, I've been exhausted. I didn't get enough rest. I took a few nights, and I'm gonna be taking some more nights off soon, but I was sitting there and getting new, it's just tough. It remained peaceful throughout the entire night, and I think that's huge. There's a ton of other press that are happening here. I do not expect anybody to use me. I don't expect anybody to use me as their single and only news source because I want you to think for yourself. Please think for yourself. There's other footage out here. Given you probably appreciate the bird's eye view, I'm the only one out here with the solid bird's eye view. But I don't have to be here reporting. This isn't about me. This is about understanding what's going on. But I am a human being and I have limits too. And when I'm running out of steam, I need to take a break when I can. If I don't feel threatened and I'm not in a position of being threatened, and the last hour, actually the last 3 hours I've been filming is all peaceful, I think it's okay to step off the camera for a little bit. Especially since most nights have not been peaceful at all. Most nights haven't been peaceful. Some sections, yes, they are peaceful, but at the end of the night, no, it's not peaceful. Imagine the toll that it takes on a human being that's down here consistently. I see it on everybody that I know that have been down here. It's, just because you're not down here and understanding what it takes to be down here doesn't mean that I should be invincible and that I should keep going no matter what. I'm a human being and I got limits. I'm not an idiot. I'm not trying to burn myself out. Got pretty dang close though. Says, you don't come to a peaceful protest with helmets, shields, bats, gas masks, and weapons. Okay, so I have to come down here with that type of equipment because the law enforcement has targeted me. Yes, 1 second. The law enforcement has targeted me specifically, and I've been hit with just every type of munition possible, and there's not a single ounce of me that has been anything but peaceful. So, you are incorrect, sir. Coming down here prepared and protected is important to being involved in something like this, whether you're peaceful or not peaceful. All right. Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, yo. So I was just coming to say hi.
Dude. Oh, no way. Dude, good to meet you. Hey, what's up? Yeah. I heard you guys been down here for a while.
Yeah, we might be saying hi.
Oh, right on, right on.
He's been coming for a while.
Right on. Yeah, June 5th was my first night. And then I've been down here, like, in total, maybe I've taken a week off, like, separately, but...
I heard that you've been going hard, but that's the point, right?
I mean, it's an element that I find necessary.
Right. It has to be done.
Yeah. Well, thank you for saying hi.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll get to hang out in the future.
At some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to say, hey, what's up?
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Cool, man.
Hey, you guys have a good night. Later. For me to not get targeted. No, there is no official press organization that allows you to be, I guess, official. So as long as you identify yourself as many places as possible as press or media in at least 2-inch letters, and you are obvious, that is the criteria for being press. I do have press passes, but ultimately they are to some organizations such as churches, some media companies, and things like that. I have my own personal press pass. I have a collection of them just in case they don't like one of them. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to ACLU for sure. Chants that I really don't like. There's some that I can kind of resonate with, and some that are just like musically sound to where they're catchy. So I mean, but they kind of run through each and every one of them, you know, throughout the nights. Practice kindness where that fits your life. No need for hate. Yeah, you should practice kindness everywhere. Everybody deserves kindness. There's too many rude people in this world. If everybody
walk through there. A lot of people feel uncomfortable with their face. Ask him about the socks and sandals. Okay. Questions for you, and then I'm supposed to tell you Sam Baker says hi.
Sam, right on.
Supposed to ask you about the socks and sandals.
Socks and sandals?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm doing no socks, no sandals.
I
right
see
now.
that. I see that. Socks and sandals, no socks. So I heard you were arrested yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm glad you got your trumpet back.
I did, yeah. Not the best conditions, right? PPD didn't treat it very well. Yeah, this is Grandpa's. Look at that.
I see that.
Yeah, but I got it at least.
Well, I'm glad you got it back. I'm glad to see you back out here tonight.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Bounce that ass, right?
peace, love, and empathy. We need empathy now. Yeah, if you actually understand what empathy means, it means to be able to understand what it's like to be in somebody else's shoes. And I think that's important, and people don't actually, like, on a day-to-day basis, if you have a question for somebody, if you have a question on how they would feel or they would react, guarantee you, if you took the time to sit there and actually think about what their answer would be before they said it, it might be a little accurate. Like, put yourself in their shoes. Feel it out.
I think our group's right over there. Let's just go over there.
I did some research into lasers because I actually wanted to do laser shows for concerts, and I invested a lot of time and money into understanding what goes into it. And those lasers that they're pointing at police officers, yes, will cause temporary damage, but I would honestly like to see where it says permanent damage, because you have to have the laser sustained at a consistent level of power to be able to create damage. If they're just scanning, they're going to create some damage, but it's not going to be permanent. And all these lasers are so far away. I would like to see the report, honestly. It's hard for me to buy that the police officers have permanent blindness. Permanent damage, maybe. That's still kind of a stretch for me. But I would like to see the report behind that. Yeah, no, one of those lasers hit me in the face, and yeah, I was like temporarily blinded for 5 seconds. Now, if it's consistently shined in your eyes, I can see that being a problem. Where I do see the other issue is the sustained power of the laser. It needs to be in one spot to really create some serious damage. And everybody's moving, the officers are moving, and the people are moving, the person with the laser's hand is moving. I would say it's really difficult to create permanent blindness. Yeah, permanent damage is one thing, but also permanent blindness is different. Also, so I have been hit with riot-controlled munitions for being a completely peaceful person of journalism, and I have permanent damage done by the injuries of these less than lethal weapons. So where's that? Where do I stand with that? You know, are you going to go yell at the law enforcement for attacking the journalists? I don't think so.
They have now had to deal with the fact that they have to put on helmets and vests and gas masks and all those kind of things for the last 3 weeks. That's ridiculous. That's what's happened. But they still keep coming out. They still are here. And I am so impressed with them.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Yeah, well, when the press started getting pressed against the wall.
You remember the week shower?
Oh, he did. Well, the hair, you know.
The hair and the shirt. The hair and the shirt.
I've got my COVID hair going. I've actually had to go and find my fake cutter.
We were like, oh, we're not taking a shower here.
That was what I had to deal with. My hair was I had a 12 inches of fro. going to a hairdresser, barbershop right now because of, frankly, I had two relatives in the died because they went to
it was like,
I remember when they opened the barbershop and they all went in.
Together like 9 folks. Yeah, I know. We would need all of us. We would need all of us. I remember because like when I hung out with Tyson the last time, he reminded me of things that I had no idea about, and I remembered it was like fucking insane. The one thing about Tyson that I remember the most, except for the lactating on my couch. You don't remember. Well, I didn't go to the show. I actually stood out back.
Yeah, which you see all the time.
I wasn't
so I've had 8 friends and relatives die.
Yeah. OK Go was the opener.
And I have 3 friends of mine who.
I remember that they opened up the. I remember when they opened up the back door.
4 friends and relatives who are.
They sang a Les Miserables. Yeah, they sang a Les Miserables like the Javert. It was like their encore or whatever. Yeah. And I was just hanging out back, and you know, I didn't actually go to the War show in Tallahassee as well. I thought you were there. No, I was so broke. Bro, I was so fucking.
I also saw the story you did with 8 a while back.
That was
and that was really well done.
Well, you know Kurt Austin.
Yeah, and the master. I was working in Spokane
passed out from
20 years ago.
We had to go to
I watched his stuff to learn how to get better.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and Kurt and I we did a series in the late 80s, early 90s.
Maggie and Avni, probably. No, I didn't go to the hospital. They were the ones that went to the hospital.
And they went back and.
Hey!
any faces. But, is that a trash can? Huh. So it looks like the whoop whoop that was here left. And nobody's stuff, but barred. So there was a cop here, and I don't know where he went to. He seemed to have driven off. Thought it'd be a good idea to be wearing my heart monitor right now. Whew. Yeah, I think it's garbage. So yeah, this is real interesting. What is the speculation of what it is? Garbage? A scooter? Oh, so it's a parking meter and some scooters.
And a pile of newspapers that they started it with.
Yeah, okay.
Started the fire.
And like when I say kid, I had a choice to make. I either had to turn off my camera and walk away, which is what I did, or I had to some Measure 11 shit was gonna get recorded.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and
exactly.
I failed my role and I put my camera away. You know, I made sure the one medical guy got help. Like I kept telling people to call 911. We had 7 different people call 911. Nothing. Never showed. Right there in front of 7-Eleven. Yeah, I called. Oh yeah. Because he got knocked into that, you know, those concrete stairs over there across from 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
He got knocked into that, so where he fell, he went to fall back. His head hit the last corner. His eyes rolled there. Then he got back up because he was drunk enough. They started boot partying him. He gets back up, takes a couple of swings. This little girl about this tall throws her fucking phone down, runs up and just Ryu uppercuts this dude, knocks him on his ass. Everybody else runs over and boot parties him. He gets back up. Someone, I swear to you, runs like a half a block from somewhere, another little kid. And just oh yeah, nothing done. I'll do a spin around anyhow. Yeah, nothing over here. Of course.
might even plant a flower on you, you know?
have to rebrand for the sole reason that there's an organization of veterans that have been around for over 30 years. And they go by Veterans for Peace. It is plural. Mine is Veteran for Peace, and it was just seriously a coincidence that it happened. And I don't want there to be any more confusion. I talked to leadership in Veterans for Peace, and we have come to an agreement that, you know, like they said I didn't have to change my name, they didn't force me out of it, but to alleviate the confusion and to maintain autonomy, I will be switching my name. And I was working on a certain name and trying to get that buttoned down, but it looks like some people have used the name on certain platforms, and I'm trying to have it clear across the board so that there's no confusion. So I'm still a work in progress. Is what I'm going to be, a big thing that I'm going to be doing in my time off. Getting everything organized, making sure that the team is well structured, and get some interviews done. Get everything ready so that way people can actually help, because I've kind of been a disorganized mess trying to have people help, and I can't really have them help if I can't hand them the materials. So that's where my bottleneck is happening right now, and that should be alleviated later this week. If you're interested in volunteering, we do have volunteer opportunities. You can find my mission statement on the Veteran for Peace Facebook page in a post I did about a week and a half ago. There's some contact information there in which, if you would like to volunteer, we are taking requests. Please let the volunteer coordinator know what you would like to do to help and what you think you could do to help and why you'd be a good part of the team. It would be much appreciated. We'd love to have you. So I have a question from Sherry Lynn saying, are basically asking if the people on my team are unbiased too. No, I cannot say that there's no real way to not be biased. It's all about, if you want to be a part of the organization, you have to put your bias aside for the type of reporting that I'm aiming at doing. It is still not perfected. There's going to be a very solid format in which is going to be solidified in the future, and the people who are willing to be a part of this team must respect that code.
What up, Eric?
Hey, how's it going? Thank you. Yeah, I'm pushing myself away from unbiased, and I'm going to be pushing towards objective reporting. Everybody here is in the beginning stages of this project, so there will be growing pains and there will be things that will change, but ultimately the only thing that's not going to
He's got to go, because what you're telling me is that you support racism. That's what you're saying. What you're telling me right now is that you support racism. That's what you're saying. You support racism when you say blue lives don't matter. Now the motherfuckers that shot my brothers and sisters, they can get the death penalty. I don't give a fuck what happens to them. At the end of the day, I support and I will back the blue, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because that's somebody's daddy, that's somebody's sister, that's somebody's son, that's somebody's mother, and that's somebody's brother. And if you came at mine like that, I'ma ride till the wheels fall off, baby. So I came out here to let you know that if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. I challenged the last protest. Who was at the one in North Portland? Yeah. Who was at the protest in North Portland? Nobody in this crowd. Now, do you see what the hell is wrong with this picture? Yeah. That's here now. It's not at the crowd in North Portland. Right?
You talking the Union Building?
Right there. Yeah. No, past that. furniture store.
Okay.
They had a great time.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna just say it this light and it may be telling too much, but I want you to have a reality check and understand it. My homeboy, right, a friend of mine, in my own community right now, because I chose to stand for something different, they don't even acknowledge me. They don't accept me as friends. They don't accept me as family. In fact, they've turned their back on me. I had my best friend say, bitch, fuck you, we ain't rocking with you because you back in the blood. So do you know what it feels like? And guess what? I can't rock with the police because I'm a felon. So I can't walk up in there and expect to get a job and walk out and everything be all okay. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not out here for the police to back me. I'm not out here for y'all to back me. I don't give a flying shit about who picks what side. What I do care about is the fact that my kids can't come down here and look and see a normal downtown Portland. We are in the middle of a pandemic, you guys, meaning that this shit will never be the same. We will have to wear masks for the rest of our entirety because things have been fucked by the government. I get that. Or by whoever accidentally let it spill, right? Let's do, like, y'all, I'm out here sweating bullets so y'all can feel where I'm coming from. I would love to have a conversation with her when she shows me some respect.
Y'all both got megaphone, so maybe y'all should try to have a conversation.
Well, yeah, no, we can have a conversation, and I would love to have a dialogue back and forth. If she agrees to actually listen
But
Yeah. I mean, that's understandable.
yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna not be on your other side. I was like, yeah, no.
It's kind of hard to tell, too, because the election is so far away and there's so much in between.
I do think it's interesting when supposedly your leader is supposed to be telling you, like, hey, the election's coming up, vote for me, and so he's like, let's postpone. That's odd. It's very odd.
Seems like tensions are a little high down here.
What up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good to see you.
Yeah.
What branch of the military were you in?
I was in the Air Force.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Everybody makes mistakes. We're not going to judge.
That's where you're talking green blue shit.
Yeah. I gotta say something.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, thank you for your service.
The Air Force? Or is my dad in college? The Air Force? I'm not gonna talk to you. Look at me. It's not like I'm any fucking.
They took us everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You had to get around somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a mechanic though. I wasn't working on the planes, but anything that the planes needed when they're on the ground, that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So like if you're out on the flight line, you see people hooking stuff up to the plane. I wasn't the one hooking things up, but all that stuff.
Or prepping it or getting it.
Yeah, fixing it or delivering it or whatever.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yep.
Right on, man.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Awesome.
Were you?
Yeah. A good friend of mine is
upside down flag, though? What's the symbolism? The symbolism of the upside down flag. I love that upside down flag. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. No?
Out and around?
Yeah, you wanna go that way? I'm down.
Now tell me, what is this doing? I never know.
Thank you, Linnea. I appreciate it. I still haven't seen any more feds at the top of the building, which is good. So hopefully they see that we're not doing anything rowdy and they're staying to themselves.
Exactly, that's what I would say. None of them are.
Alright, you guys, we had our vets over there, and here we got our moms. So we got our moms on this side. All our little Walla moms. Yes, Walla Moms is still out here. No, it is not the Walla Moms, the corporation, or whatever the fuck they were. These are still just regular moms out here. These are all the moms. They go all the way down. They meet the feds almost. It's like half and half.
Because, like,
It's pretty. It's dope. It's amazing. So there's a bunch of pretty pink balloons on the wall here. Yes, this is live. I heard something. Hi, Adam. I watch your stream all the time. I know who you are, but hi, I'm me. How are you?
I've seen you a bunch, but I don't think I've ever introduced you.
I don't think we've introduced each other yet. It's good to meet you finally at this point in time.
2 months in.
I know, right? Like, I just pretend we're all friends because we're all here, right? Protest friends, you guys. Streamer friends. Oh, so these pink balloons over here say "Gas me, Teddy." They're cute. Luckily, once Teddy got gassed, he wasn't having that shit. So, I mean, they still been gassing us, but he got mad about it.
30 years, and I live in Northeast, and you know I'm very.
I think everybody wants to know your address. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding.
Well, yeah, I am single.
Swinging single.
Hey, thank you, Sean, guys, for the.
No, I didn't mean that as a no. She's dead serious, y'all. I guarantee you got some fans now.
Yeah. Well, you know, whatever. But anyway, I'm glad to be here. I am so glad to be here.
I'm proud of you for coming out and deciding to see it with your own eyes. I think that if ever there's a time to really educate yourself, and if it's in close proximity, you know, you should get a step out and see for yourself. So it's good. It's good. Well, don't go throwing any bricks or bottles. You know what I mean?
I'll be careful.
Careful.
Don't. I might be getting up on the ledge up there and like taunting him because that's the kind of person I am.
Oh, okay.
I gotta be careful.
Oh, rebel rouser, huh?
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, you heard it. She's single and she's a Hellcat, a real rebel rouser. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
all right, take care. How are you? I'm good. So is this a line of alt vets right here, right?
The vets right there.
It's awesome.
I sent our video of us being all shot up to.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Good.
It was all press. You can't.
Oh, yeah, no.
Tear gas and shoot press when there's a restraining order specifically against that.
And like an excessive amount of.
All of us were press.
Yeah, like we made it clear, like, hey, we're all press. Like, no, you're not. All right, now. Well, let's see how this reacts to press bodies, huh?
Yeah. Here's a 9-finger.
Yeah. That was insane.
Press. Oh, here's some pepper bullets for press.
Yeah. Now you got something to report about. No, I was talking to them. Got him.
The next interview you do, people want you to ask the person if they think a hot dog is a taco or a sandwich. Whoever you interview next.
Okay. All right. What's that? Yeah.
Go talk to you.
Yeah. They're super chill with pets right now, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
For now.
For now, yeah, right?
I mean, last night was a chill night, but I don't think tonight's going to be.
Yeah.
I heard there were a lot of very vigilant peace police. There was a whole bunch. Like every time any little thing would start, we were on it.
There's a new addition to the lights up there.
Yeah, the floodlights.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing that on Wednesday. And the park lights are back on now. You know, those were off for 2 weeks.
Right. You think they'd have thought of that from the jump, right? Sure. It's an ever-changing world we live in. All right, cool. Well, we'll talk to you guys a little bit. I want to check out the other corner over there where things were popping off last week. So what you saw was kind of interesting. Was some of the people over here were saying something about like if we're live streaming, that we're kind of like we're doing their work or whatever it is, but like. The direct response to that, you're gonna have to realize that like all of the cameras they have are 10 times better than any of the ones that we've got. And our whole idea, what we're looking to do is provide a platform for what's happening here and to give an opportunity for people to go ahead and have that voice be heard. So, you know, if that's not understood, then, you know, I don't know a much better way to explain it. So, let's go check out that other corner real quick. Plus, it smells like super ass over here. Costello, y'all.
All y'all giving her a platform after saying Blue Lives Matter are the issue.
Who's
Do
this?
not give her a platform.
What's that?
She said Blue Lives
This is Shay.
Matter. We're not giving her a platform.
This is Adam Costello.
Nice to meet you. Finally. She said Blue
Yeah.
Lives Matter. Why are you giving her a platform? Walk away. Why are you listening to her?
What was the platform she was talking from over there?
Blue Lives Matter. She was saying Blue Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter. Do not listen to her. Listening. Like, it's that simple. Don't listen to somebody who's gonna say Blue Lives Matter. Period. Do not hold space. I get that white people are out here because they support Black lives. You don't know who to listen to. That's a clear example. Don't listen to her. She's saying Blue Lives Matter. Blue lives don't exist. Period. If you're out here for Black Lives Matter, you are not for Blue Lives Matter.
You're saying that when they say blue lives, you mean like blue lives as a group of people aren't an actual. We're talking about black lives, which are real, living human beings.
And they're saying
And
Black Lives Matter. Even though she says that her family has been killed by the police.
Right.
My family has been brutalized and killed by the police before.
Right.
Why the fuck would I give a shit what happens to them?
Right.
They have done this as a choice. They chose that job as a choice.
Right.
I've cut off family that has joined the police force because they don't fucking matter to me. They're blue now. They're blue before they're anything else.
Sure. Yeah.
So officers get to take their blue uniform off when they go home. Black people can't take their fucking skin off.
Right.
This is a problem.
Yeah.
And people's white guilt is what's making them listen to her say Blue Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter. Like my family's a police officer.
Right.
So, like, you're black.
I think it's interesting. I think a lot of people are curious because it's a black woman that's like saying something that is
co-opting the movement.
that's completely contradicting what we have been hearing. You know.
I've been down here for 60 days.
Right.
I've never seen her before. I was one of 2 black women down here for 6 weeks when the media stopped caring and people stopped caring in Portland.
Right.
There was only like 150 of us.
Yeah.
I was one of 2 black women. She was not one of them.
Yeah.
I was one of 5 black people down here, period.
And then
Right.
the feds showed up.
And then the feds showed up and people started caring.
You're not supposed to drink in public.
Sorry, boss.
Like, I've never seen her before, and she's coming out here saying that dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like, and she also got very physical and aggressive.
We saw that. Yeah.
And I'm non-violent, but if somebody wants to try it, like, I don't want to have to do anything out here.
I mean, I had to step in between that.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you had a Black Lives Matter protest. Stay on message, stay on point. You're out here for Black Lives Lost.
Yeah.
It is not that hard to get a crowd energized and get them to remember why we're out here, refocusing them.
Right.
There are a lot of people out here because they didn't know what to do before this.
Yeah.
With the feds here, they're like, okay, I hate the feds. I hate what's happening to my city.
Right.
Okay, remember, we're also out here for Black Lives Matter.
Tell me about that platform right now. So, we've been down here for weeks now with you guys, and we've seen, between just BPD, and then it went to the feds, and now it's back to a platform that's more or less peaceful. Like, do you feel right now is
peaceful at all?
Well, it's calm right now. We'll say it's calm right now. Yeah, there we go.
We're still disrupting the peace.
Right.
That's our goal. We're down here to disrupt the peace.
Right.
That is what a protest is in its essence.
Okay.
So, the only reason why it's peaceful right now is because the feds are out here. When they make a presence, they escalate. That should show you right now. Nobody is doing anything wrong. They come out, they tear gas us, they shoot us.
Yep.
Because they escalate. They don't, like, that's what police culture is. It's violence.
Right.
Regardless if it's the feds or the state police or PPD.
PPD did it for weeks before the feds, guys.